Hi, I'm Ross Mayer with Gutterglove USA, the general manager. I'm out here today to come check on my crews that have been working on this house here in Kirkland, Washington for about 6 hours already prior to my arrival. Today we're basically pulling off Gutter Helmet. Gutter Helmet is a reverse curve technology similar to Leaf Guard and Gutter Max and a lot of other reverse curve technologies on the market that right now currently are being taken off of a lot of houses. Why? Because reverse curve technology does not work anymore. It allows a lot of debris, pine needles, fir needles, cedar needles, anything smaller than broadband leaves are going to get into the gutter system. So we pulled the gutter helmet off earlier. My crews have now installed some new beautiful white 5K custom gutters on the house, and we're going to take a look now at the gutter that came down that has been on this house as little as only 3 years. 3 years. And what has happened to it. So we're going to step over here and take a look at what Gutter Helmet looks like after 3 years on this house. So we are now going to go ahead and take a look at this Gutter Helmet system, once again, that's been on this house for as little as 3 years. So as you can see, Gutter Helmet is a reverse curve technology, as we talked about earlier, and it fastens to the fascia board, and it has a reverse curve here that supposedly the rain and the leaves are all supposed to roll off. But that very, very seldom happens. Hence is the reason today the customer has called Gutterglove to come out and put in the superior system. So we're going to go ahead now and remove the gutter helmet from this 5K gutter system. As you can see, this gutter cover that was installed for about $40 a foot 3 to 4 years ago, you can see now what is accumulated in this gutter. I'm going to go ahead and talk to you a little bit about what's in here. We have a lot of fir boughs, we have a lot of fir needles, cedar needles, everything. This is a common type of foliage that you're going to get in Washington State, really all over the Northwest, Oregon, Idaho, Canada. And when you have the reverse curve technology, like a Leaf Guard, Gutter Max, Gutter Helmet, these small debris up on the gutter, they basically roll right into the gutter, just like I'm doing here. They don't overshoot. Yes, some of them do, but a lot of them don't. So what happens is this system can never be cleaned once it's installed. And you end up with literally, we have mounds. I mean, this is all fresh composting material that has been sitting in this gutter really from year one to where we are currently. What happens is it causes a lot of corrosion within the gutter and ultimately will render the gutter useless. So this is just a ton of stuff that is accumulated. I mean, here, as you can see, the gutter is literally almost full of fir needles. This was all in here, and it's almost up to the top. You can imagine what's going to happen to this after 4 or 5 years had the customers not taken this off. The gutter's literally going to fall off the house. So once again, this is all fresh stuff, as you can see, that has been accumulating in this gutter. So the customer is going to go with Gutterglove Pro on this house, and it's going to be a great install, and they will never have this in their gutter. We give a lifetime guarantee against this. You will never have to clean the inside of your gutters with Gutterglove Pro or Ultra products. As we can see down at the gutter on this end, which was on their garage, this is where the downspout is. And I'm just going to kind of tilt the gutter towards you so you can see what's happening. Look here. We have literally the first form of a tree growing inside of a gutter that Gutter Helmet existed on not but just a couple of days ago. So I'm going to go ahead and show you. As you can see, all this debris is inside of a gutter that's basically was supposed to be a gutter cover. So as I slide this all away, you can see the downspout. There it is. You can see that absolutely no water was going through that downspout because of this. This is accumulated once again in a little over 3 years. With Gutterglove, you will never, ever have this problem. None of these needles will get through the surgical stainless steel large mesh with the anodized aluminum frame. It's the best gutter cover on the market. Consumer Report rates it the #1 gutter cover. There's a reason for that, because it performs and performs and performs. And these other reverse curve technologies that are out there, don't waste your time and money on them. They're a waste, and you're going to end up losing a lot of money and having to repay for Gutterglove to come out and install it. So we've shown you now, certainly, the gutter helmet coming off of the house. We've shown you the new 5K custom system going in. We've shown you what gutter helmet looks like once it's peeled off and how much debris has accumulated in the gutters once again in a little over 3 years. Now what I have here in my hand is what Consumer Reports rates the #1 gutter cover in the industry. It is Gutterglove Pro, we have Gutterglove Ultra, and we have Leaf Blaster. This homeowner here has selected Gutterglove Pro. It is our best gutter cover we have. As you can see, this is a surgical steel mesh, large mesh it is, and it has an anodized aluminum frame. This frame is the strongest frame on the market. Nothing will ever happen to this frame. And as you can see, because of the mesh design, that nothing will get through this, as we showed you earlier with the gutter helmet. This will let nothing in. It installs up over the gutter on all roofs and all types of gutters, and will keep your gutters clean, and we guarantee that for life. Thank you so much.
This was our first water display to demonstrate the performance of Gutterglove, which we would bring to the home and garden shows. It's about 4.5 feet wide, and you'll notice that we made a clear see-through gutter. What you are seeing right now represents about 20 inches of hourly rainfall. We also installed a water regulator on it that lets us demonstrate over 150 inches of rainfall, which we will show you in a second here. On this split video, the top is obviously the 150 inches and the bottom is the 25 inches of rainfall. One of the reasons why we wanted to show that Gutterglove could handle these enormous amounts of rainfall was because at first people were skeptical and didn't think the mesh could filter the water that fast. Well, seeing is believing. In real weather conditions, this really could never even happen. Gutterglove is virtually self-cleaning. When installed, it has a slight angle away from the roof, so debris in most cases just rolls off during the winter season. You can hear how fast the water is coming down. This was our second water display, which is now considerably larger. We had to build a larger water display because we needed to compare Gutterglove with 6 other leading gutter guards. We built a 2-tier roof for water to come down. One of the challenges of building this display was to make the gutter see-through and to be able to keep debris in it that came from the competitors' gutter guards so the crowds of people could see that Gutterglove really does outperform them. Because you can clearly see in Gutterglove's trough, there is no debris. Our main focus was to compare Gutterglove with these other gutter guards, and hands down Gutterglove is the clear winner. When choosing a gutter guard, one criteria must be is to select a gutter guard that lets the least amount of debris through, and on Gutterglove, only dust or minute particulates can actually get through. You can see here that the other gutter guard to the right of Gutterglove allows a significant amount of debris through, but on Gutterglove's side, there isn't any debris other than this little amount here that slipped through from the other gutter guard's side. The reverse curve gutter guards allow debris to enter into your gutter system. You can clearly see how the debris adheres to the water and then can flow right into your gutter. Debris that gets through and sits on the bottom of the gutter can drastically speed up the rusting process on your steel gutters. We put up a nicer looking backdrop above the water display that really ties it all together into a professional looking presentation. This was the International Roofing Expo that we attended in Orlando, Florida. The boxer and her bright red gloves represents knocking out the competition, fitting for the name Gutterglove. Wow, what an experience this expo was. We had 8 countries that were interested in Gutterglove, as far south as Australia all the way to Russia, Israel, and of course several other Asian countries, as well as numerous contractors from around the U.S. This was our first experience and exposure on a national and a global level. We added a string light behind the gutter, as well as added goldfish in the Gutterglove's trough. That really brought attention to Gutterglove. Of course, at night we took the fish out and put them in an aquarium where they were fed and slept soundly. The idea behind putting the goldfish in was to show that Gutterglove keeps the debris out so fish could live in your gutters. Well, we got a lot of chuckles and laughs from that, but we did send a clear message that Gutterglove really does keep virtually all the debris out of your gutter.